I'm not saying that scalping does not work. I have a very good friend that is a scalper and he does phenomenally well. But there is a big disclaimer to this. It is a very, very advanced type of trading. It is very, very detail oriented. I actually took a long class on scalping. I didn't prefer it. It was very detail oriented. There's so many little nuances that you need to know, and it is extremely difficult for a new trader to go in. If anybody tells you that you can just go in and just become a scalper and they make money, they're not doing it over a long period of time. Anybody can go in and make scalping money and say, oh, this works, this is great. But to do it over a sustained period of time, like a 20 plus year period, it is very difficult unless you're truly an expert. Now, if you're new and you're trying to trade your small brokerage account into a much bigger brokerage account, that is not the strategy for you. This is more of the strategy for you. Now, I want you to copy me, but I want you to copy my process, not copy my trades. If you are able to copy my process over a long period of time, you are going to do very, very well as a trader. And let me tell you, it is very easy to duplicate, especially when you compare it to something like scalping. I'm going to be there to teach you throughout this process. Now, I don't have to be doing this. I have something outside of this that I don't need to be teaching on YouTube, but I do enjoy it. I enjoy helping people. I enjoy hearing the feedback stories. There's often times where I'm like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. Then somebody will send me a story and I go, oh, wow, I actually changed somebody. I changed somebody's life. I changed somebody's financial future. That's the reason I'm here, so I'm happy to help you guys. So I want to show you a couple of things on my charts, and don't be overwhelmed right away by this. This can look like another language to you, and it is, but it's a language that is relatively easy to learn, and there's a lot of people that can be there for you, including myself. So when we look at this, we don't pay much attention to price action. What does price action mean? It's when you see the stock price moving up and down. So if you see something moving up 2% in a day, you don't just go and buy it. You don't just go and sell it. You don't just go and make an action on it. There has to be something behind it. And to me, the biggest things that are behind it are volume and trend. What is the volume? The volume is the number of shares traded throughout the day. The more volume you have going in the direction that you want to go, meaning that if you want the stock price to go up, you want to have a lot of buyers pushing that stock price up, the more, the better, going in the same direction. Think of the boulder going up the hill. Is it easier if one person is pushing a giant boulder up the hill or 100 people are pushing the boulder up the hill? Obviously, it's the 100 people. You're going to move it a lot faster. You're going to move it a lot easier. It's the same thing with a stock. A trend. The trend just tells you that the direction that the stock is going, that the buyers are going in. So if you're trending up and you're coming through a sweet spot area, meaning that you have the highest probability to make money on a trade, that's where you execute the trade. So if we come over here to a Duolingo, for example, Duolingo is a stock that I have actually been going short on. So I've been betting that the stock price will go down. Now, don't get overwhelmed by that. Going short and going long are something that you will need to master to become a good trader. But here's the nice thing. Going short is exactly the same as going long. It's just the other direction. So if you take this chart and you say, all right, I want the stock price to be coming down. Well, what are a couple things that we would look for? We would look for the volume to be sellers. Remember, we were talking about pushing the boulder up the hill. This is pushing the boulder, I don't know, down the hill. Doesn't really make any sense, but you have everybody pushing this thing down the hill. Everybody's moving in the same direction, meaning down, meaning selling volume. Then you have a trend. The trend is moving in the downward direction, meaning we're all rowing in the same direction. Now, if you want to go long here, what do? You literally take this chart, flip it upside down, and there you have it. Instead of it looking like this, you would have your two lines going in this direction. You would have buying volume coming in, being green, and your candles would be going in this direction. It is literally the same thing. Anybody that says otherwise does not understand the basics of trading. You're going to hear out there, shorting is very dangerous. You can lose everything. There's infinite losses. 100% there's infinite losses. But if you have measures in place to kind of have these stop guards, then it's not an infinite loss. If you are very stupid about it, yeah, there's infinite losses. It's going to be a disaster for you. You could end up losing all your money. But that's not what we're doing here. We're taking the buying chart, we're flipping it upside down, and it's the exact same thing. You got to be a two-way trader. Here's the other thing. I trade about 5 stocks. But really, I look at it as 10. Why? Because I can go short and long on the same stock, meaning that I basically have 2 stocks within one. That's why I trade so few stocks. And honestly, you learn the behavior of them. So let's put this together on my Duolingo trade. I was looking at this thing to go short, and I was starting to look at it all the way up here. And I got into it. And this thing just ran down. We made a ton of money on it on the way down. And then earnings came along. I would really like to say this. Do not trade earnings. Earnings are a total crapshoot. You could have the best earnings in the world come out, but the forward guidance looks bad and the market reacts negatively to it. Guys, look at this one. You had an earnings report where you beat on earnings per share and revenue, right? Stock price jumped up. Then what happened? It just fell all the way back down. Now, good for me. I jumped in it right back here, and now I'm in it again, just letting it run down. Now, here is something that we need to talk about with price action. You notice here, I got into the stock price. I got into the stock right here. And what happened? Made a little money, rebounded back up, right? Why didn't I get out right here? Well, the trend did not dictate it. The biggest and most important thing when it comes to stocks or to trading, you need to trust the trend. The trend is your friend. You never want to exit a stock if the trend is not changing. So here's where scalping is different. You can go and make a little bit of money here, but the overall trend, you got to be able to hang tight in this thing. If I would have exited here based on the stock price moving up on me and not paying attention to the trend telling me that it's still down and there's no reason to exit this thing, I would have missed out on this entire run, right? I would not be in the stock today. I would not be up a significant amount. With more to go, I think this thing can come down here to about $205 a share, and it's at $274 right now. These are the little nuances that you will end up learning from me. You're not going to learn it in one video. You're not going to learn it overnight, but you will learn it over a period of time of repetition. That is what trading is all about. You have to repeat it over and over and over. It's just pattern recognition. There's no genius to it. Now, I want to invite you to join the community, and I want to show you a couple of wins here. We have a wins channel where people actually put in the trades that they make by themselves, and this is the trades that they're making. This is the real money that they're making. Guys, you can do this. Anybody can do this. You just have to dedicate yourself to it. Watch the Trading 101 series videos. Continue to practice every single day, and this will become fluent for you. I promise you, if you give it a shot, if you copy my process, you will do very well. Now, I created a 2.5-hour video of every single thing that you need to know about trading. It's chaptered so you can go watch certain parts over and over again. It's right here. You need to go check it out, and I'll see you in the Patreon community.